Welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We're going to do a gentle ass collective reading for folks who are awakening. Welcome. There's a lot of waves of people awakening to larger truths beyond the three-dimensional way of life. Reconnecting to their spirituality, recognizing the matrix, for lack of a better word, for what it is, right? Evil entities, things like that. So this is a reading to support that. Yeah, wisdom. Trust your intuition, trust your internal knowing. You have everything you need within you. It's just a matter of like peeling back the layers of what you were indoctrinated into, and trusting yourself. Be really gentle with yourself in this process. Spring, so it's lining up here in the northern hemisphere for spring. We are coming into spring. But if you're not in the northern hemisphere, it just, spring is new beginnings, right? Spring is about planting seeds for what you want, right? So use this time, your gentleness and your wisdom, to think about how you want to move forward with your, newfound wisdom or knowledge. The ways in which you are existing beyond this reality as well. Spiritual hygiene is coming through. Practices, maybe you want to set up an altar, maybe you want to do more stretching or breath work, or allowing more space or time for meditating, whatever that is for you. Cultivating a space of home within yourself and around yourself, to really take care of your spiritual side. And your physical vessel is taking care of your vessel is also important for that. Eating better, whatever you're feeling called to do, working out, releasing toxic stuff. Allow it. Allow yourself to go through this process. Also, the color green and blue. So that's this area of our bodies, our heart and our throat chakra. So speak your truth, speak to your passion, give voice to the things that you know make you magic and special. I think we're done with this deck for right now. We might come back to it, but I want to also pull from the Sacred Rebels, because that's what this process is. We are those of us who are choosing to make the world a better place, be the change we wish to see, step into our spiritual gifts, whatnot. For us, this is a very rebellious path, right, within the system we live. And speaking to that, first to come out is conscious connections. Remember that you are a mirror for others as they are a mirror for you. So really take the time right now to analyze rejection, yes. Protection, yes. Rejection is protection. But projections, right? When you or someone else projects something onto the other, that's a moment for growth. It doesn't need to be a moment of conflict. It is a moment of growth and reflection, and allowing ourselves to be in relationship with people who do trigger us is amazing for our growth, right? When we feel triggered, it gives us that the trigger itself is the communication within us saying this is something we need to work on. So pay attention to who you're around, the way they're making you feel. That doesn't mean like any toxicity, right? If there's a toxic relationship that you are in. It doesn't need to be romantic, but it can be. I'm talking work, family, friends, romance, neighbors, whatever it is, acquaintances. Check out people that you see on the regular, when you go to the gas station to get something or whatever. When you're having those interactions, be conscious about it, right? Again, don't feed into conflict and lack. Allow it to be a space of lesson and growth. Visions of life beyond death. So that's 2 owls who have come out, prompting me to go ahead and pull the spirit animal deck out, and we will look up owls particularly because there's another message here. We did just do an owl in the Mystical Shaman Oracle Guidebook as well, or teachings. What was that? So visions of life beyond death. That's the process of coming into consciousness. You're going to be seeing things, experiencing things beyond just this 3D reality. And again, in this process, others are going to trigger the fuck out of you. This is the process of having an ego death. Hold on, friends. Hold on. Hold on to me as you go. Be gentle. What is that song? Isn't that the song Home by Philip Phillips? As we roll down this unfamiliar road, and all this way, is it home? Just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. Yes, and Home did come out as well. So listen to that song anytime you're feeling triggered to kind of recenter yourself. Sorry for my singing. I don't usually share that side of myself. Where the fuck is the owl? Thank you. You see clearly now. So, hi, welcome. Welcome to consciousness. Okay. Let me go ahead and get a little bit out of the book for the owl for us. Are these alphabetical? Yes. Okay. Alright. We're going to read this and then we'll do a couple more rebels. Owl spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your keen senses and the wisdom within the consciousness we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guiding by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Intuition came out. Yeah, that's what this card is intuition. No, it's wisdom. My bad. Same thing. Your intuition is your gut. Remember when people say, like, trust your gut? That's your intuition. The first, don't think about it. The conscious thing that happens is your intuition. So trust that. This society has led us astray from that. So when we start trusting our intuition, people think we're fucking crazy. You're not crazy. You're just going against what was put in place for us, which is, if you're on my channel, that's what we do over here. Alright. Right now your sensitivities are turbocharged. You are receiving messages from all directions. Owl Spirit reminds you to be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines, what is invisible to the naked eye, and what cannot be heard with the ears, and others may not be able to perceive. That's why people think you're crazy, but you're not. You're just coming into consciousness. So again, when we are in this space, it's so important to be around people who get it, understand, have been through it. So you're welcome over here. Okay, there's going to be so many people who don't want to see you elevate or ascend or come into consciousness or make a better way for yourselves, because they themselves are not doing that. So make sure that while yes, it's valuable to have projections and reflections in others, make sure you're not going to an extreme to keep people in your lives that you know damn well should not be in your life. Okay? They are going to keep you down like crabs in a barrel. Okay? Alright, I think that's Let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust the acuity of all of your senses. Intuition is real and can provide you the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. Your relationships, finances, job, whatever it is, you can see the truth clearly. If you are in this transition of leaving something behind, moving, that's usually what's next when we start awakening. There's some sort of like large transition. I've made a playlist of What's Your Calling readings to help people explore what their passions are and how to break free from this system and enter into a more passionate and aligned truth and journey for yourself. In the collective readings, there's also a few months ago, you'll have to scroll down, but there's a couple readings about taking the path less traveled and following your own, things like that. So if you need support in that, those are in the collective reading playlist. And seeing the true you. This is a remembrance of self, this process. It is returning to who you were when you were little. This is a process of inner child healing, decolonizing, and shadow work all work together within consciousness to, again, just reconnect to who you are, to who you were before everyone else made you be. That's a chicken, a rooster if you heard it. That means they're eating the cat food. Fucking assholes. I need to go chase them down the alley. But anyway, remember who you were, what you loved, and reconnect with your inner child. I've done a bunch of readings about that on the Chasing Nostalgia playlists. It doesn't have to be a grueling process. I've been in that process this year, 2024. And I basically just reconnected with like my favorite movies, and I did it like linearly backwards. So I was like, right now I'm, when I was in this process, I'm 37. Let me go back to this time. Let me go back to this time. Let me go back to this time. And a lot of it was watching movies and just reconnecting with, the actors or protagonists, the characters that I resonated with, and kind of acknowledging what attributes it was about those characters that I felt in the time when that movie was really relevant for me, or music or whatever, right? Like this one Blink-182 song, and I'm like, man, I remember being in my room listening to this. I remember the heartache I felt in this time. I remember this and this and this. And that's the process of, seeing the true you, coming back home to yourself, and being really gentle to yourself in that process. Here's one more owl. I'm going to pull it because it's the theme. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Keep things close to your heart. Protect yourself. I've done some videos about protection. There's a collective convo in particular I'm thinking of right now about recognizing if someone is doing black magic on you. Go watch that. You're gonna have to amp up your spiritual protection in this journey, in this path. So really take heed to that. The entities that want to drain your life force energy, drain you, are gonna show up as really sexy people that want to fuck you, are gonna show up as, fast food, are gonna show up as low vibrational music or entertainment, right? Like horror movies are really low vibrational. Those keep you in a space of fear. We're coming out of fear and we are stepping into our power, right? We're not going to allow the system to keep us where they can use us for their benefit, right? The system has let us know who they are, what they're about, and if you're over here watching this reading, you have made a conscious, seemingly probably an unconscious or subconscious decision to not participate in that. So first of all, congratulations. I'm proud of you for keeping your soul intact throughout life and throughout everything handed to you. We've all been through shit. That's the point of life, is to learn and grow, okay? I'm going to pull some angels just so that we do have a little bit of support and guidance beyond this realm to support us, okay? You can call on Archangel Michael for protection if you feel like it's needed. It is needed. Call on Archangel Michael to protect you. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm not. I work with Archangel Michael. So he's saying, yes, absolutely call on me. He is a blade wielding fucking badass. I am with you, giving you the courage to change life. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Okay? So Archangel Michael wants to work with whoever's watching this. Just call on him. Be like, hi, I've never ever talked to an archangel. I'd like to speak with Michael. Is he available? The John Travolta movie Michael may be something to explore. It was done in the 90s. But Archangel Michael is known for having a very earthly, sarcastic, smart ass energy. All of us who work with him also embody that. So Michael is, you can be real with him. You don't have to be like, let me get my beads and no. Michael, you can be like, dude, go fuck that motherfucker up, and he'll be like, I'm on it. All right. Any other angels? You have Oceana. She's coming out a lot lately. We are in this Pisces new moon energy, which is like exploring the depths of the psyche energy, new darkness. So shadow work may be like being really fucking pushed on you. You may be starting to experience things that you've never experienced before. This is for a reason. You've chosen a spiritual path. Trust it, okay? Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So again, that wisdom, that intuition, trust yourself, okay? And when you're feeling lack of trust of self, call on Oceana, call on Archangel Michael, call on the other things, people, whatever you believe in, that gives you that strength and that courage, that faith, okay? Let's do one more. Desiree, no, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you. I wouldn't say to, whatever this is for you, whatever you're being given a no on, it could be some of those relationships that you may be encountering that are less than conscious, that you are aware of, that's already come up within this reading. I feel like that, or any other, not necessarily relationships, but situations that we already talked about in this reading, that you know in your gut, in your intuition. The first step of really trusting yourself is to allow yourself to, you might have an internal battle where your like intuition is saying no, but like you're super set on doing something. That's, if you go against your intuition and what you know to be true, you're going to unfortunately gather more karma or more lessons. So like Desiree is saying, no, just give yourself a minute right now. This energy is very deep, and so being around shallower entities or beings or energies, you're gonna know when it doesn't feel right. Trust that, okay? All right, y'all. Have a good one. I'm here. The resources are here for you. Use them. This is a grueling process. We are avoiding spiritual psychosis over here by breaking this down into a very tangible journey, okay? So whatever you need is over here. I work directly with the divine. I get downloads on what content to make, and I make it for the collective. So you're welcome over here. And thank you for doing your part to make this world a better place. All right? Have a good one.